What's going on, shipmates? We are back in Apex. How you guys doing? I am back doing these videos. Took a little break over the weekend, just to kind of give you guys an update. A lot of other games coming out. I mean, we got Chaos Zero Nightmare just came out today. Celesora came out, I believe it was yesterday or the day before. Um, a lot of updates. I mean, then of course you got all the games I regularly follow and do an update. Those are all like, not some of them are having newish stuff. Like I said, Apex here. Actually, I waited for today to kind of do the video just because the Spooky Party, which is like the newest event, started today. And then they did change a little bit of things of the star map and all that good stuff. So I wanted to wait because there wasn't too much to do over the weekend. They didn't really have anything until today. So we're going to start that today, and then I'll have videos up the next couple of days with all that new stuff going on. So let's get into it. We are here at the events, so we're going to start there and gonna go over like the little ones that are going on, and then we'll get into the big spooky party. Right, so first things first is the underground mining is here. So with this, I'll kind of get a little demonstration here. So you got 10, you get some resources from here, as you can see here. I won't let me pick. All right, so you get little dailies here, which will give you summons, and then you can get more rewards here from doing this. So the cool thing about this one is that as you progress through, and this is just digging, like there's nothing really special else than just like summoning or slash digging. And once you finish that, you get these rewards, sorry, up here at the end of completing this round. So this is good. This is SS artifact to help star up and break through your units. Gears, stuff for artifacts, and then this here, the Spectrum gem. Use this in the store. So you can see here there's different rounds. As you can see here, the rewards get better and better if you can make it all the way through. But that's also like, I mean, you're getting to thousands of summons there. Some of us have it, some of us don't. Now, then there's also this here. So as you can see here, you can use these gems to purchase these things. So once you hit 80, you unlock level 2. 180 will be level 3. 280 will be 4. And then 520, if you can get there, will be 5, which is a lot of, I mean, you got optional core, which would be, it's like the highest one of that rarity. More artifacts here. Selection chest for the artifacts. That's always good to help power up your stellars. And then of course here you got your store. So as you can see here, you can only get the one. If you obviously you can pay for the rest, but this one here you get 30 diamonds, 10 summons for 300. And then you just get the daily stuff. I think it's like you get like one free one, but this is just over me. I have this many just because over time it's just built up, and it does carry over from there. So this one has 5 days left, and once this is over, you can save those for the next one. Next we got the hunting. We have Melora here. I already have this one, as you can see here. I've already started her up twice, so I'm going on the third one here. So nothing's changed, the same thing. You do precise shot, you do 1 laser bomb a day, you get 1 free, you get 3 shots. And this is only from day 1. So as you can see here, I did about a decent amount, you know, about 300,000 damage, maybe a little less, 200. And it just dropped a couple of shards. I'm working my way up, and hopefully I get a dupe. Now this is here for the remainder of the event, the spooky event, which is, I believe this is about 18 days, I think. It's not a full 30 or 45 days like the last couple ones we've had. This one's kind of shorter, so it's about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, more like almost 3 weeks. So I'll for sure it when we get to the actual event, because it'll say in there. So and then last but not least, we have the artifact here, Raging Lion, Red Star, 6-star artifacts here. These are the attributes it gives. So plus 8,000 in lineup attack, 85 in lineup armor, all factions physical damage plus 10%, and all factions crit rate plus 10%. Not bad. not bad. The one I'm definitely eyeing is the crit rate. If you have a team that's like that, because there are a few stellars in there that you can be part of your team. They really just focus on crit and increasing that. So just doing that is even more damage. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? More damage, more more wins. So this is here as well during the event. So you do get one free daily attempt. You have little quests here for summonings. You'll get rewards for that. This is the special offer. This okay? So this is a selector. That's cool. $15. If you got it, spend it. You can have that. You get a free one of your choice. And then this one here. So you do have this. So this is 2,500 for 5 summons. All that together is about 60 summons. But I mean, that's like almost 30,000 diamonds. Now I have that. I've been, as you guys know, if you've seen, I kind of just spend about 800 to 1,000 diamonds a day, just on like doing the basic stuff like that, doing the auto clearing little part where you can just select and it does a lot of the events for you. That costs about 800, and then little stuff here and there. But then you also get almost that amount back or even more just by completing everything. So yeah, just me saving stuff like that. And then me personally, my account's at a point where I'm not summoning as much anymore. I have like 300 summons in regular Echo, and then everything else I have a decent amount, so I'm really just waiting for the right time. And now I'm definitely also at a point for my account in this game is just where I'm kind of done, for the most part, summoning for certain units, for like SSRs. I'm definitely going for limited and mimics now, because that's like the name of the game. We're there, the URs are here, stuff like that. So that's kind of where we're at in my account, just trying to get those mimics, the mimic SSRs, and then giving that the opening to get the mimic URs. So that's kind of another reason why I do have quite a bit of diamond saved, just because I'm not really spending it on summoning the lower level SSRs and units, stellars of that. So that's there. All right, so now it's going to be so this is it, the spooky party. It's here for 20 days. All right, so about 3 weeks. Same thing about as usual. You got your booster stuff here, hunting action, and the artifact we already kind of went over. The top up, so Moraine is the skin. So if you do get this skin, 3% increase in the attack, 3% increase in the HP. If you have Moraine, she is good. When I played this game in another server, I believe it was the CN server, I did use her, and she was my first unit that I got, and she did carry me through most of the game. So not a bad unit. If you have her, there's a special skin for you. So in 5 days, we got 2048. Have no idea what that is. Looks like a match tile making maybe kind of a puzzle little mini game. Eerie Maze unlocks in 12 days. Right now we got the Lucky 777. So pretty much a little roulette, not roulette. Wow. Wow, is this really escaping my mind right now? Slot machine. Wow. Okay. So so you get 10 attempts a day. It costs 10 of the candy, the little resource that you get, the little currency you get from this event. It costs 10 for each spin. I have to skip whatever emanation on it if it's spinning, so it just gives me the result. And then these here to the left are going to be your rewards. Not bad. Pretty much for the most part, I like to break even. You know, the 30 does give you 3 spins, and then the 8 gives you less than 1, but back and forth it gives you something. And then of course, these are always good to have. I mean, I'm still like my limited SSR, my red SSR units, they're still getting maxed out. I'm still working on those, so those are always good to have. So you can see there, we got 8, we got 2, was at 30, yep. So now we're creeping up, another 8, another 8. All right, so I'll show you guys what the animation looks like. Here we go, bam. Oh, an 8, cool. So that's what it looks like. And then once you hit this 25, you get the grand prize, the quote-unquote 3 7s and the 5 tickets. And then the usual, you got the sign-in perks here. Nothing, to be honest, this is pretty basic stuff. You got some diamonds here. You got some diamonds randomness there. Some cool little frames, stuff like that, but nothing major like Starmap, Echo tickets or anything like that. Regular quests there, and then of course the exchange store. This one hasn't changed. So this one, as you guys know, this is one of the only places we can get weapon echoes. Weapon summon banner is not going on right now, right? I'm just double checking. Excuse me, no, it's not. We have the artifact, so it does come every once in a while. It does kind of go back and forth with the artifact, sometimes both at the same time, but this is definitely the only place I've seen in the game where you can actually buy them, or not buy them, but get them essentially for free by participating in this event. So 1500 or 100 per weapon echo permit, 15 total you can get. So that's not bad. I mean, I believe, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I want to say 60 or 70 is the pity for the weapon. And that's something that I have not gone too deep into because of this is the only place where you can really get the permits unless you start buying them and use cash and stuff like that. But I'm not a whale. I try to do free to play as much as possible. So it's I only have 2 weapons or 3 for my team, and none of them are for the actual stellar. Like, it's not the one that's meant for them. So that itself is also another task that's hard to concentrate. So definitely take advantage of this. Get these weapon echoes. Get the twilight echoes as well. That's always good to have. And of course, you have some other stuff here as well. And then spooky battle. Okay, so this is kind of cool. This is like a little challenge. It's kind of cool. I don't think would it let me do this. Let's see. Skip the story. No, it won't. It won't let me do it again. Okay, so essentially what happens, you go in, you can challenge. They're unlocking. So the first day we had the Halloween night, and then this one just opened up today. After the reset, so dancing candy, and then it says here in 7 hours, so tomorrow, the running giant, the next chapter will unlock. So pretty much what you do is you challenge. You do have to use Moraine and somebody else. I can't remember off the top of my head, but then the other 3 spots are blank, and then there's going to be a list, or kind of a row of stellars you can pick from, and then you just pick whoever you want. They're not who you own. It's because there's stellars in there that I don't have. You put them in there, and then you can use that team that you make on the spot and see if you can take out the opposing team, which is it's like one of these bots right here, like kind of what we do, the regular challenge that we have. So far, they did do this like a while ago, maybe like a couple months ago, with a different event that was very similar. You get to pick the team that were level maxed out, and then you could just see if you could beat the made up team that you're opposing. So this one I've been lucky enough to beat both of them without just winning first try. So if this is still going, this is probably going to be done here soon. Yeah, it's only here for it, but try it out. You can interchange the units and the stellars, stuff like that. So if one doesn't work, just flip out, do the basic, get a healer, a defender, an assaulter, see if that works. If not, go full assaulter, go full defender, however you want to do it, and see whatever comes up with. All right. So that is the event. So that's pretty much it. So it's here for 20 days. Take part, get the action, get the free stuff. Now, on to the next thing right here. So we are going to be talking about now is the star map. All right. So for first, for the advent of Stellar, we have Celis and Lyra. They're here, so if you need these units, they're here for you to summon. And of course, as always, you can get 20 summons for 6,000 diamonds. You see here, we got 2 left still. I haven't bought any. But so they did take away the star map echo, not the star C, which is where all the URs are, the mimics, but the regular Mimic SSR Plus. They did take this away after the last event, and it just came back with this new update this week. So once again, is that there is 2 separate banners for the mimics. This is regular Mimic SSR. You have this here. This is what you can buy. The sign-in fund is the same. 7 days, you get the tickets. The challenge is the same. You challenge, the higher you go up, the better rewards. And then, of course, hasn't changed either. For summoning, you do get some rewards here, diamonds and stuff like that. And then, of course, up here, so there is something different they do. As you can see here, it kind of looks weird because there's two different ones here. So nothing has changed. It is still 200 pity, or I'm sorry, I think it's 240, 220 something. I have summoned a few times. So to get the Mimic SSR Plus, and once you do get the Mimic SSR Plus, the UR version of that does become available for you to summon. Now that summon is only 150, but you do have to wait for that UR to come into the Mimic UR banner, and then you can summon for it. So the idea, the tactic here is go after the mimics you want, summon them, and then save up your Star C tickets. And when that UR becomes available for you to summon, bam, spend it all on there. All right, that's what I'm doing now. The cool thing about this is a wish list. So if you go here, they have almost everybody. So let's take a quick 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 23. We have 23 mimics here. These are all mimics we've actually kind of gone over before. Go through my channel. You can see it, just kind of look for the names here, the Mimic SSRs. I have covered pretty much all of these. Not No, she is new. But Islid, Lee, Monica I have not. Interesting. She is new as well. Blicket, of course. Yes, we've reviewed her. Agatha, we have reviewed. The Cube, of course. Icarus. Elysia, that was another one that I tried to summon for, did not get. But yes, there's few here. There's a lot to choose from. Go through Inya as well. Pan, did we review? Yes, we reviewed Pan. I do remember her now. But go through, see who you want, because this time, if you do have some saved up or you're a whale and you want to get after it and get them, this is definitely a good spot, because what you can do is you can really hone in on the mimic you want. Like I'm going for Icarus. She's one I definitely wanted to get just to increase my attack. Either that or not Floor. I think you know what? I think it was Blicket. Was she the other Inferno? Ignite? Yep, this was the other one. Her and Katia, who I do have at the moment, are like Ignite partners, and they're gonna just already have the Ignite team, so I'll probably go after her. And actually, that's probably the better bet there. So anyway, you can pick it. That's a lot. This is going to be the one to use. So this event here is here for another 19 days. So this is going to be here for the rest of the banner, or I'm sorry, not the banner, the spooky event as well. I'm guessing this is kind of part of it. So this here for another 19 days, 20 days. Save up, get it, get all the ones you can, all these tickets, and go for it. This is the time to get it. Now the next one over, the Star C. Of course, this is all the same. Hasn't changed much. They've kept this one the same. So you still get the tickets here. You get Star C. You see I'm at 30. Boss is still here. Let's challenge it real quick. Skip. Cool. Did damage. All right, we got another ticket. So that's the same, you know. So this is here. So no. I will review her real quick. Pan, we did review already. Gloro was here last. Yeah, we've already reviewed her. She was here last week. The new one is Silent Flame Noel, a new mimic, one we haven't reviewed, and the newest mimic UR. As you can see here, the mimic is 150. Is the pity for that. So So that's what's here for this week. So we're gonna just jump in, switch into the actual review of these units. So we'll go over no first. Counter ignite. What? Counter ignite. Damage taken, protection, reduce attack, reduce damage. Ooh, this is interesting. These are going to be the basic attributes. I'm going to kind of skim through these just because we have a few to cover here. So, grants mark to the caster, final damage reduction level 5. That's pretty good for 3 turns, and shield to all allies for 2 turns with the shield value equal to 10% of Nono's max HP. Not bad, not bad. These are going to be the passive regulars: 40% attack, 50% HP, damage reduction 20%. Definitely on the, I see the, yeah, definitely the buffs to kind of help you survive fights. Deals physical damage equal to 80% of the caster's attack to all enemies and inflicts attack decrease level 3. So that is going to be attack reduced by 20% when the hit targets for 2 turns. 80% is not a lot, but it is AoE and it does do the effect. The effect is where the real money is there. And then the last here, passive regular. When front row allies are alive, back row allies take 20% less damage. If multiple aura skills provide the same attribute, only the highest one, this effect cannot be dispelled. Okay, so that's just aura. So that's all it does. It's the aura. Okay, not bad, not bad. Of course, you're gonna want your strong health, your defenders, your tanks up front, and then your supports, lesser health in the back. So this actually helps a lot. So yeah, so she's definitely the counter ignite. That's very interesting. Reducing damage, of course. Protection. This is a good unit to have for support. Definitely, this isn't bad. If you need one, or if you're looking for one to kind of boost, or looking for a mimic to get that, what's the word? The equilibrium for your team. I would say go for this one. This isn't bad. She's good. Because there is quite a bit, and ignite is popular, so it wouldn't be bad to counter that. All right, so Glory. All right, so next we're gonna jump into Noel. So we're gonna do another ignite. Oh, jeez. Oh, I did not see that. All right, so Mimic SSR. We'll review the SSR and then we'll go into the UR so you guys can see what the actual difference is. So basic attributes: 23,160 HP. Let's take a look at the skills. Deals energy damage equal to 80% of the caster attack to all enemies. So AoE hit, 75% chance to apply ignite, and a 2-turn final vulnerability level 2 to targets. That's final damage increased by 15%. Interesting. All right, so these are going to be the regulars: attack 50, HP 40%, damage bonus plus 20%. All right, we got active attack the third. Deals energy damage equal to 80% of the caster's attack to all enemies. If a target is under ignite, there's a 75% chance to apply Scorch to the target. And what is Scorch? After completing an action, deals damage equal to 10% of the attacker's attack, ignoring armor, stackable to 2 times, which would be a total of 20%, lasting for 2 turns. So, another ignite stellar. If you have an ignite team, or if you have somebody else who does that, or even with Scorch as well, put her in the team. This is somebody else who I would probably put on my team. Man, I did not know that. So, all right, so let's look at the UR version, Silent Flame Noel. That's the picture. You guys do what you want with it. So, basic attributes: 27,000 attack, HP 192,000, armor, speed. Let's take a look at the skills. Deals energy damage equal to 100% of attack to all enemies, with a 100% chance to inflict ignite, and a 2-turn final invulnerability. So the vulnerability is the same, ignite is the same, but 20% increase from the SSR version. So 100% attack to all enemies. That's AoE, energy damage, and 100% chance to inflict ignite. So she's doing it to ignite. No matter what, it's happening. All right, so this is going to be the passive regular: 40% attack, 50% HP, which is the same damage bonus plus 30%. So a 10% increase of damage bonus. Active attack, Eternal Sun, energy damage equal to 100% of attack to all enemies once again. the target is under ignite, there's a 100% chance to inflict scorch on them. So same thing. So pretty much the main difference between the two is going to be, instead of the 80% or 75% chance of ignite or scorch, is a 100% chance. It's happening. It's gonna happen. And of course the increase of damage as well. Skyburner, last one, increases damage over time dealt by 50%. Increases damage over time dealt by 50% after an ally attacks. If the target has 3 or more stacks of ignite, back row allies gain final damage, increase level 6 for 2 terms. What is that? Increases final damage by 50%. Oh man, I really want this Mimic. Man, this Mimic on my team. I think there's only one Stellar on my team that doesn't do ignite or scorch. So having her replace that one, because that's essentially what they do. The Mimics mimic one of the Stellar's star breakthrough and power, adds their own, and then kind of takes that spot. And then that unit's like skills and stuff kind of goes away, and then the mimics take over. Wow, this is definitely wow. Noel, Katia, and Blicket, 3-girl team, ignite, scorch, massive damage. I think this might be my project. I think that's what I'm going to be doing. And that's going to be pretty much the wrap up on the mimics. Those are the new ones. Like I said, 2 days left for Noel and Gloro. So you got a couple more days, well, about 2.5 days to keep going. I don't have enough to get it because I would still need to get the SSR, which, I mean, by luck I could get it, but then I would need, there's no way I could offer 30 summons unless I'm super lucky, but I'll probably do that offline. But that's going to be about it, shipmates. That's where we're at. Thanks for watching. Catching up on the videos, so stay tuned. A lot of coming this week. I'll probably have about 4 or 5 videos coming out this week. We got a lot going on. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. If you have questions, please comment. I'll try to get to them as quick as I can. Or if you even have questions on like certain aspects of the game, I have answered those in videos, or just made a whole video for those answers, because you might not be the only one asking that question. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully the video is not too long for you guys. Fair winds and following seas. See y'all next time.